Hey there, it's Pseudo from SMBX, here with more of Night Kawada's SMB Back in Action, a Super Mario Bros. X episode. SMB Back in Action indeed. Today we're going to be playing as Mario. Sorry, I'm a bit out of things. I feel like I've lost the momentum on this Let's Play already, even though it's only been less than 24 hours since I did the last episode. Of course, I've been to bed since that time, slept a bunch, and, and had classes and that sort of thing, lived my life. So it has been a while. So maybe I have lost momentum. Maybe that's okay. So we're now 21% completed with SMB Back in Action. We'll continue as Mario. We in between episodes we downloaded that patch. So we now should be able to complete a Link Between Woods secret exit. I assume that was fixed. So yeah, I'm going to get into things as Mario. Mario is, of course, I'm sure you're aware if you're coming from SMBX, is the average character who doesn't really have anything special about him, but that's okay. Not everybody needs something special. Some characters are just normal. Remember this place, though. We've been here through here a couple of times by now. Oh, this is some... Gotta remind you, Night Kawada, I was just saying good things about the music from Binding of Isaac in my last video, which I'm going to give another blatant plug for. Check out those Binding of Isaac videos, folks, if you want to. But I gotta say, this music's pretty boppin'. Pretty fucking boppin'. Definitely candidate for the Boppin' Music Award. If you're familiar with that award, it's a very prestigious award to win. And one that you should definitely be out for. And again, I will ask you, since you didn't say this last time, I do appreciate the clarification of the canon of this episode. It's definitely always a good thing to know when you're playing a Super Mario Bros. X episode with a deep story. But yeah, like the other thing I wanted to ask, like, did you make this music? Because if so, like, it's some nice music, it's some good music. I really just like legitimately want to compliment you on that. And well, we just finished the level, although that was just the end of the level. So it looks like we might need to download another patch because that wasn't really a secret exit; it just ended the level. It might have actually been a secret exit, but it didn't unlock the path that I presume should be unlocked by doing that. So I guess we'll just move on to World 3 for now. We'll probably pick that up next video, which is totally fine. But yeah, I will again ask you, Night Kawada. Maybe it was fixing that second patch with that, which I still haven't downloaded, although that's probably fine. So I assume it was just fixes that weren't exactly bugs, but simply fixes that I suggested in my Let's Play based on what you said. But I would suggest checking that out and maybe fixing that pipe so that the secret exit is fully operational. Thanks. It'd be nice just to facilitate this Let's Play, and, I guess. Thanks. I appreciate your episode, as I've said. Next, it looks like the next level is, this level is cool, which I presume is going to be an ice level based on the look of this place. So let's start. That is very cool. Very, very, very cool episode, cool level. Night Kawada, definitely appreciated. Definitely a cool level. Let's say hi to Link. Wow, it's pretty cold out. Maybe I should have put pants on. Yeah, maybe you should wear pants sometimes, Link. We all need to wear pants some of the time. Definitely helps us, get through the world. Those pants, especially when you need to be warm. Definitely like to wear pants when it's cold outside. If I don't, it might be a little cold. Might be a little naked. Definitely a good idea to do that sometimes. Just gonna continue through here. Seems like your pretty average ice level, but with some seriously bopping music, and the ice flower, which is a pretty rarely used power-up, so nice to see it here. Maybe not really used, I don't really know. But it's a very high tier power-up, I guess. It's very powerful. And it allows us to freeze Lakitu by throwing one of those ice balls upwards. Nothing good here. Try to jump off here, and we're back. And gonna kill that little piranha plant guy, the jumpers, whatever you call them. Nice usage here. The bonus tile set, you don't see that used a lot outside of bonus levels. So it's definitely some interesting stuff. Some creative usage of the basic SMBX elements, which is definitely what you get when you use only regular graphics instead of custom graphics. So bringing us back to the basics. But it seems to be the theme of my videos today. Back to the basics. Not necessarily in the B2B movement sense, but just in the sense of bringing ourselves back to the basics. General sense of life that we don't always need complex tools to live a good life or play some fun games. Also, Night Kawada, it doesn't matter in the newer versions of SMBX, but I would suggest removing that fire spitting piranha plant from the pipe, because there is a bug in SMBX where if you enter a pipe while a Venus fire trap or fire spitting piranha plant, as you may prefer to call them, comes out of a pipe, it will crash the game because it doesn't know which way to face, since you are like on the exact same X position as it. So I would definitely suggest removing that piranha plant, or like just changing what type of piranha plant it is. That is an actual bug that can crash the game. Thankfully, it didn't, and it won't on this version, since this the Luna Lua developers have fixed some bugs. But you might want to you might want to consider removing it. Okay, that was a tricky move by me. Tricky move, one almost resulted in me dying, but I'd like to think I'm pretty good at this game. If, I'm alright. I can resist death. I'm pretty robust in that manner. Nice coins up here in the darkness. Gonna take the exit out. I got a 1-up too. Very nice. Next level has a secret exit. Let's hope this one works. Ice Cap Coffin. Coffin. However you say that, you know what I'm saying. This looks like it's going to be an issue, because I'm not going to test. Actually, I will test it. Why not? Yeah, so you can just like fall out of the side of the water there. That's a bit of a kind of looks issue. I would put in like, I would make this an actual solid tiles, since right now you can just kind of fall out, which doesn't make any sense given that it's water. I do like the usage of these ice blocks. This is just moving layers. Still very cool. Nice use of moving layers. Moving layers are good stuff. They always kind of they make my day when I see a moving layer. It's just like, hey, that's a moving layer. I'm happy now. Woo! It is exciting, isn't it? Nice mushrooms. Got some mushrooms, and now we're going back up to the surface, and where we have some more ice flowers, some more enemies. Some more coins, some more cheap sheets. I don't really need to narrate my adventures like this. I mean, I suppose that's what a Let's Play entails, but I can provide more interesting commentary rather than just saying what's here, because you can all see what's here, I think. Yeah, here we have. I hope you know how to get on the ice caps. I jumped into the water and died, but now I'm back because God and the devil won't take me. Okay, so I'm guessing this is actually lava, which is good to know. Or actually, I think it's just like not anything, and so I'll just fall through if I do. Good to know. Good to know that will be a deathly experience. Deadly is what I was meaning to say. Nice use of Goombas here. It's definitely very interesting stuff. All these Goombas. I wonder if anything's up there. Oh, very clever. Very clever, Nightcrawler. This level does have a secret exit, doesn't it? Quite clever use of the secret exit, though. And much as in Super Mario Bros. We have a secret area behind there. A keyhole. That's really taken us. It's really taken us to those true secret exits that are truly secret. And looks like we unlock some sort of bonus level for that, or Toad House, depending on what you prefer to call it. Next level looks like a water level. Leave me alone. Oh, I'm guessing this is free leaves, which is very nice. Back in my day, we had a mushroom and a fire flower, and we probably liked it. Now we've got all these dumbass power-ups. Actually, I'll have you know that the leaf has been in Super Mario Bros. X since the first version, 1.0.1. I think it was the first publicly released version. Leaf's been in since the start. Although I suppose if you go all the way back to Super Mario Bros., you would be right about that. I think we will take. Actually, no, we'll stick with the ice flower and leaf. I'm liking that. Next level. This water level. Can you even lift? I definitely can't personally, but I know some people who can. The mushroom clones are power-ups when we pick it up, since it's Super Mario Bros. 2 mushroom. I think we'll be alright though, because again, I want to stick with both. Okay, like nice way you can check if the stuff is real water, kids, is well, that didn't work. But to see if enemies kind of use water physics when they sink in it, yeah, that is real water. So that's good. We can fall in there and not die. Which is always good news. Not dying. I love not dying. Yeah, I mean, it's actually it's for a winter in New York. It's actually a surprisingly nice day. I'll just let you know. I don't know if any of my viewers here in New York. It's just a nice day today. It's We got some warm weather in like the 50s, which is pretty warm for this time of year normally. Oh, grass talks to us. Don't touch me, pervert. Okay, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to violate. Oh boy, I found another shell. You should use it all to swim across. You learn that this boy is not going to stop following you. Okay, that's unfortunate. We'll try to shell surf. Okay, well, it worked. I didn't even know this could travel on top of water. That's actually really interesting. Very cool. Very, very cool. We got a spin jump to get off. And yeah, it's just, I just want to let you all know, it is a nice day here in fire-spitting piranha plant city, New York. I have no idea why water is coming out of those. Who thought that was a good idea? I know, right? It's our good friend Link. Boy, it sure is chilly. Didn't I say that before? He does say the same things over and over, that Link, which is fine. I think it's the intent of the character. It does sort of fit his apparently intentionally obnoxious nature. Got some fish swimming through the area, just doing what they do. You know, fish do like to swim. It's kind of what fish do. It's that fish like fish signature move. If I were a fish, that would be my signature move. That's swimming. Okay, they got a lot of ice flowers here. We might need one up here, but we'll see. Oh, nope, it's just the end of the level. So we'll take it. We'll take what we can get. Got a level surrounded by mushrooms up here. Wonder what that could be. Suddenly shrooms. Very interesting. Oh, it looks like we're up in the sky. Can't go into this castle. Was hoping we could break into folks' homes again, but I suppose that's fine if we can't. I don't know what I'm doing with these shells here. Just checking things out. Yeah, nice red Koopa mushroom place. Well, I do like red Koopas and mushrooms. They're some of my favorite things in the world, I'll have you know. Although dying is not one of my favorite things in the world. Certainly not. But we'll try again. We'll fight another day, because that's what we do. That's what we do here at Pseudo Industries. That's our motto. Fight another day, even when they kick you down. It's really a motto that I really like to continually follow throughout my whole life, because I think it's a good one that can be very inspirational. You can put it up on a poster in your office if you'd like. If you work in an office, which I doubt very many of our forum members do. Considering that we're not really of the age of where we're independently employed, if you know what I'm saying. I'm sure some of us are, but probably those of us who aren't working in offices. I am employed at my school, the web services, but that's not really quite an office job. I mean, it is an office job, but I don't have an independent office and simply working at the IT department, I guess, which is not really my own office. It's just like a desk with a computer. I don't have an office cut off from the other people, if you catch my drift. So yeah, that's my personal life, I guess. I don't think I can really get down there without a leaf, so it's too bad I don't have a leaf. Maybe we'll go back to that leaf place, although maybe not, since there's no secret exit here, so it's not really, no, we're not really going to be missing that much, aside from part of the level, which is usually not enough to make me come back, which is totally fine. I mean, that's just how some secrets are hidden. It's just not the sort of thing I search for all the time. But it looks like we have been given a leaf, which I suspect means we are going to go back here and have to go through. Yep, I was right. So we're going to have to hover down there. I like that little pointy thing on those brown blocks. It's very, very clever there. Night Kawada, I'll have you know. In my opinion. I mean, it's my opinion. It's quite a clever thing to do. And here we have another crystal ball ending the level. Well, looks like this is the end of the world right here, considering a castle appeared. So we're going to go into that castle and we'll see what we find. The walls have ice. Oh, I get it. It's like walls having eyes, but very clever. Very, 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 very clever, Night Kawada, as usual. You're a clever guy. Oh, I saw this place has screenshots on the thread, which I had forgotten to post before, but I added to the earlier video descriptions before, and I'll be sure to include the thread where you can download this episode in case anybody comes from, just sees this video on YouTube and they want they want to download this episode for themselves, I'll have it linked. I'll have it linked for the layperson to be able to download SMB Back in Action. I'm not sure if these rotodiscs are placed the way you want them. They certainly could be, but I just wanted to point that out in case they're not. I don't know if they're supposed to like hover around the something else. I don't know, but that might be totally intentional. It's really hard to say. I don't know what your intent was for these rotodiscs. This is certainly more difficult from what it would be otherwise. So if you like that difficulty, keep it that way. If not, don't, or do. It's all up to you. After all, this is not SMB Back in Action by Pseudo, but it's rather SMB Back in Action by Night Kawada being Let's Play by Pseudo. So it's not, Oh, okay. Okay, I see what I have to do there. That was my fault, my error. Actually, a very clever jumping puzzle there. Definitely like the look of that. I really think some of these levels could use midpoints. Though considering this seems fairly long so far. It seems like there could be like somewhere where we die and don't have to start from the beginning. But again, that's all up to you. Maybe there is a midpoint and I just haven't gotten to it yet, or maybe there isn't, and that's the way you wanted it anyways. Yeah, throwing shells upwards can be nice to kill enemies like this, certainly. You just like kind of duck slide down there. And watch out for that rotodisc, and these rotodiscs are very, very tricky. But certainly possible to avoid. I'm not suggesting they're placed in an unfair manner. I feel like this level could use a little more power-ups. I feel a bit power-up starved, only having gotten one. I don't know, this is just a hard level. Maybe that's the way it's intended. But I like power-ups personally. I like having them. But that's, again, that's just me. And here we're going to have to kind of stand on the right to avoid that spike. Just placed in a rather precarious position. Not get, I think we can just stand here to not get hit by those. Oh, we got some mushrooms, so never mind about those power-ups. That's a good time to give us power-ups. You're going to get blown the fuck up. Alright, Mauser. You're a good guy, Mauser. Sometimes I wonder if you're like the mouse version of Bowser or something. Definitely a big fan of you. Well, I like Mauser. I've always been a pro Mauser kind of lady, so definitely glad to see that guy. Ah, I'm doomed to obscurity. Ah, fuck you all. Well, actually, all he said was like star something. So I don't know why I'm saying that he's saying fuck. I guess I'm just hypothesizing what you might have meant by that, Night Kawada. So correct me if I'm wrong. It could easily be wrong. Looks like that's the end of World 3. And probably the end of this video, unless something crazy happens. No, it looks like World 4 begins right there. So we will, I'll download the newest patch in case that fixed the thing. Otherwise, I would advise you to make that, I would, request that you make the secret exit in World 2 operable. Because that pipe currently just ends the level without actually unlocking anything. So yeah, thank you, Night Kawada. See you all next episode. This is Pseudo from SMBX signing off.